Mike, sorry about that. For all the players you've ever coached and the games you've coached, what is the difference when a game's on the line, it's coming down to the end, and it's Chris Paul that's leading the way?
Well, that's what he does. That's why we got him. He's just extremely smart, extremely good at what he does. He doesn't miss foul shots. So, to have him and James both on the floor like that is having two of the best point guards ever. It makes my life a lot easier. I don't have to overcoach it and let them play. Before I get any more questions, really, I thought Utah, they were tough. Jazz, I think Quinn Snyder does an unbelievably good job of getting everything out of them. They made our life difficult, as you see. They adjusted as we went on after the first two blowouts. And it was tough to get them out. It was a tough knockout, and give them all the credit in the world. And they've got some great players over there and great coaching staff. And it's the second year now that it's been a dogfight. So, compliment them a lot.
Mike, one of those games where no matter how you won, you needed to find some way to win that game.
And Brian, that's what playoffs all about. It's not playing pretty. It's not playing. Everybody knows everybody's stuff, so you can't trick them. You're coming down. It's tough. You got to make big plays, and it's one-on-one more or less, and you got to go after them, and you got to guard them. And I thought that PJ the whole game was unbelievable. Eric played 40 minutes on Donovan Mitchell. We try to mirror their minutes because Eric does a great job on him, as good as can be done. And he did another terrific job. So those two guys defensively, and then, Clint obviously is feeling better. And Clint was a bear. He came up with one big rebound, two-point play, missed the foul shot. But just everybody contributed something, and it's by their heart and just their tenacity and to get the win because, and going forward, we're going to need the same thing. It's not going to be pretty, but we're going to have to play like we did tonight, this kind of, enthusiasm.
Kind of the same vein, in a game like this, a series like this, would it have to almost come down to a steal in the last minute, the block shot in the last minute, rather than a little flurry of threes?
No, it's not pretty. It never is. And those shots are huge. And, sometimes, like the first couple games, we're rolling, everything's good. But, after your teams get comfortable with each other, they know what each other's running, they know your strengths, they know what you want to do, they don't let you do it. Why don't you just do this? Well, they don't let you. And vice versa. And it comes down to making big plays and big moments. It could be on a defensive end, it could be a big rebound, foul shots, just all the little things to win. And most of the champions that win, Golden State is, it looks pretty, but they're smart and they play well and they do the right thing at the right moment. And that's why they're champions. And we're trying to get there.
Coach, how impressed were you with your defense? You all held them to under 30% from the three-point line again tonight. I think it was 23%. Are they doing a real good job of closing out on the shooters?
Yeah, and we're also trying to be selective and make sure, it's not Mitchell shooting the ball or somebody like that. Trying to be smart with it. And, again, other than the fourth game in Utah, we held them, I think, 102 one game, but mostly it was under 100. And that's our goal. And hopefully we barely got 100 tonight, but offensively we should get over 100. And that's what's going to win it for us if we go forward. And we're going to keep getting better at it. And I thought it was really good tonight.
Mike, you guys limited Donovan Mitchell to 4 of 22 shooting. What did you like about what Eric and honestly the whole team did on Donovan?
Well, Eric is just, again, he's underrated as a player. We know that. Offensively, he probably gets more, oh, boy, he can really shoot it. But his defense is just outstanding. He gets through picks. He's strong and doesn't get knocked off line and puts the chest on him. And he's just one of the better defensive players in the league. He and PJ both. I don't know how many times PJ blocked the ball coming back, giving that extra effort, and when they could have, done something. So those two guys out there, and Clint and CP and Jane, we should be good defensively, and we are. And it comes at a good time.
Valencia King, KKVI. Coach, early in this series, you talked about the team exuding that confidence that they've shown all the way throughout the season. Throughout this series, have you seen them lean into that confidence differently?
No, they just always have it. These are tough guys, and they don't get shook. I mean, we could have played bad. We could have lost the 9. They would have come back game 6 and get the job done. They've been through it. You know, everybody's had disappointments, and that happens. But it's just 5 of them for sure. And then Nene, you can throw him in there. They've been through the pro cycle, so they know what has to be done. And you know, I have extreme confidence that they will get it done. If not, it's not because they didn't give everything they had.
Mike, assuming it is the Warriors next round, how do you feel about your chances, and what kind of are the keys in your mind?
We should wait, shouldn't we? Is that a little,
That's
early, isn't
no,
it?
because that's the question everybody's wondering.
Well, I know, but it's early. It's early. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, we'll see what happens, and if they come out of it, you know, it's going to be a great series. And, you know, we said all year, just run it back. Well, okay. Okay. I guess we're going to run it back. You know how good they are. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
I can't follow that one.
That's tough, isn't it? I'm here nightly, so we all good? Well,
What led to the change with Nene coming off the bench in this one? Why did
Well,
you
you
make
know,
that
I
call?
thought we need some toughness, and Nene gave us 6 points, and you know, knocked some people around, and that's what Nene does. And how many minutes he gave us? Gave us 10 minutes, and that's good. You know, Clint can now go longer stretches, so Nene did a heck of a job, and we needed that. Got one over there. Yeah, there you go.
I know teams like to chase you off the three-point line. Have you seen many teams defend from behind their shooters?
Milwaukee, you know, there's 2 now, and we still get 37 threes up. So, you know, we'll still get what we got. We weren't sharp offensively, and we had a chance to. I think we're up 11, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. And we had like 2 semi-fast breaks right in the end of the 3rd quarter. We just kind of lost the ball. Bad pass, whatever. You score there, and all of a sudden it's a big different game. And we just weren't sharp, and that comes from probably the intensity and the moment. And hopefully as we go further, that'll ease out a little bit. But closeout games are not pretty most of the time. It's just you got to slug it out. And you know, I thought both teams did a good job.
Can you talk about what Daniel House gave you off the bench and what you see of him, a young guy coming in and being able to contribute?
Well, yeah, we needed that. I mean, we had it almost all year from him, and haven't seen it lately. So it was an opportune time for him to hit 2 threes, and hopefully this will give him some confidence. And it's his first time out there, so I kind of expect it. But he hit some timely shots, so hopefully going forward, that gives him some confidence.
Yeah, Mike, James started off again, like 1 for 11, similar to the game the other night. You guys won both of those games, but going forward, was there something going on with him just not getting the rhythm early?
No, just, you know, again, he's so good that when he's normal, everybody's going, what's wrong? Nothing's wrong. He was good, and I knew he was going to, I mean, he still ends up with 26 points. And, you know, he's going to hit his stride. I don't care what they do. He'll figure it out. Just took him a little while, but like I said, he's one of the best ever offensive players I've seen. So I don't lose it. You know, he can go for 30 10 days in a row, and it won't matter. You know, he is who he is.
Thank you.
All right, guys, thanks.
James?